Mariam Abacha just recently made a statement, and in her claim she says her husband kept the money that we refer to now as the Abacha loop for Nigeria. How do you think Nigerians are receiving this, especially organizations like yours? What do you think about this statement?
Thank you so much for your question. You see, General Sani Abacha is a general in the Nigerian army that ruled Nigeria between 1993 to 1998. And a lot of experts view that he's one of the worst and most corrupt dictators in the world, you know. Yes, the wife of the late Abacha has made a statement, you know, that the money was saved for Nigerians, you know. But some of us have actually questioned, you know, do you save money without the consent of the real owners of the money? Nigerians are not aware. If you are saving money for the nation, you know, there are procedure, there are, you know, legitimate means of, you know, official means of such monies and such funds being saved. But if it is crowded with secrecy, if it is the people that own the money, which is the populace of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, are not aware, nobody is aware, you know, until the death of the said Sani Abacha. You know, most of us opine that such statements are more of just political statement to defend a deceased person. It is not correct, because you can't save money without the consent or the knowledge of the entire country. You know, these monies are stacked in different countries. You see, the repatriation were done. The US is involved, Switzerland is involved, the UK is involved, Jersey, so many countries. So you see, that statement, I think it is laughable, because Nigerians do not believe it.
Okay, Dr. Nwambu, let's look at it this way. It's Abacha, the former head of state, that is said to have helped Nigeria to save this money. But there were also other leaders of institutions that period. You had the CBN governor, you have some critical state institutions that probably played a role. Shouldn't we also ask those individuals, instead of just saying, okay, Abacha, what role did they play? If indeed he said, was it probably with the connivance or the participation of the CBN, for instance? Who were those people in charge at that time? If we want to have a holistic look at that administration, or even the administration after then, how have you managed our public fund? So we just single out the man at the helm of affairs and forget about those also who have responsibility in the various institutions. For instance, the CBN. Because if government is saving money for the nation, definitely the CBN will play a role. Probably the CBN knows something that we don't know.
Yeah, sure. If Nigeria is, as a nation, you see, and that is why so many people, until recently, that we want to investigate a particular matter, we have to, you know, make it holistic so that the result will be reasonable. Just like a book written by one of the head of states who also claims that the annulment of the June 12th, you know, was caused by Abacha. Abacha is dead, he's deceased, so he cannot speak for himself anymore. You know, so many people say it's Abacha, and Abacha is late. You know, although the family of Abacha has also said that the man is not even responsible for the annulment of the said June 12th. So, but we cannot ask the dead because the man is no more to answer. But there is no way such fund could be moved from Nigeria to some other countries without the collaboration of, say, the CBN governor and probably some major actors, you know, as it were. Because it's a nation, it's not an individual fund. And the money is huge. It's not even in one country. There are so many countries where this money is stacked out, you know, where it is kept. You know, although the repatriation has commenced. But what we are worried about is that the repatriated funds might be rerouted. Although government, the past administration, has said that the repatriated fund had been tied to projects like construction of Abuja-Kanu Expressway, construction of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, construction of the second Niger Bridge in the southeast. But the question we keep asking is, to what extent? Who evaluated this? At a point, they brought in the World Bank to assess some parts of the projects, like the disbursement of funds that was done around 2006 to individual, impoverished persons and all that. But what is the extent of the participation of the civil society? Are we aware? Tell us how many kilometers of road. What is the quality of job? If if we have so much money between $2 billion and $5 billion, in fact, some experts say that the money is as much as $5.12 billion. We ask very pertinent questions. Why are we still borrowing if we have that much? Why are we still borrowing? So the issue is not whether the money was stolen. We are interested in the repatriated funds so far. What is the level of accountability? I must give the greatest respect to Fabemi, the Minister of, that is the Attorney General of the Federation, Fabemi SAN, with the greatest respect. It is now we are beginning to see some level of transparency. Because the previous administration, the issues that surround Obla and who was in charge of, funds that are stolen and all that, and then the former Mr. Malami SAN, the issues, with the is something we cannot even start talking in the national television.
Well, Dr. Nwambu, I'll come back to you, but